Good morning. We've been looking at Moses and how Moses exuded faith and demonstrated it as resolve in the face of opposition. And I want to pick up and read again verse 24 to give us our context, where we're going to focus on verse 25 and 26 though this morning. By faith, Moses, when he was grown up, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Verse 25, choosing rather to be mistreated with the people of God than to enjoy the fleeting pleasures of sin. He considered the reproach of Christ greater wealth than the treasures of Egypt, for he was looking to the reward. We're identifying some things that if you want to live a life of resolve, you need to be able to have. And we talked about how you got to reject the fear of man, how you got to draw lines that you won't cross. And this morning, I want to emphasize that to live a life of resolve, you have to be willing to embrace disgrace. You cannot always desire to be in people's good graces and desire people to accept you. You have to be willing to embrace disgrace. And it's interesting that here in verse 25, it says, choosing rather to be mistreated with the people of God. See, if you will link to the community of God, link up, get connected to the community of God, and have that as an aspect of your identity, it gives you a solidarity with other sufferers. That assists you because you're not left on an island. Choosing rather to be mistreated with the people of God than to enjoy the fleeting pleasures of sin, he considered the reproach of Christ greater wealth than the treasures of Egypt. He thought, he could think about how, let's put it this way. As you seek to live a life of resolve, think about how Christ was disgraced. The reproach of Christ. That Christ's suffering for you can embolden you to be willing to be disgraced for him. As he'll say, the author will say, of Hebrews will say later in chapter 13, to go to him outside the camp, bearing the disgrace that he bore. And it finishes in verse 26, for he was looking to the reward. Part of why you can embrace disgrace in the present is because your identity isn't here and you're not consumed with here. You're looking ahead. Your eyes are on the prize. So to embrace disgrace is key to living a life of resolve as an expression of faith. And you do that through being linked to the community, living for Christ, and looking ahead. May the Lord bless you as you seek to do those things today for his glory. Take care.